With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Welcome, deep divers. The confetti has barely settled, really, but we're already diving headfirst into the story behind, well, the amazing end to the NBA season.
Yeah, it's quite something.
Today, we're unpacking the 2025 NBA Finals. We've got a stack of news reports, game summaries, all that stuff, and we're going to sift through it for you.
Trying to find the gold.
Exactly. Bring you the most electrifying moments, the deepest insights from what really became a championship series for the ages.
It truly did.
Our mission today, it's pretty clear. Understand how this really young team got to the very top of pro basketball.
Right.
The nail-biting drama of that 7-game series. And maybe most importantly, what does it all mean? For the rest of the league.
Yeah, the bigger picture.
It's a fascinating story. Patience, incredible development, and just undeniable star power all coming together.
And this championship, it isn't just another trophy. It really feels like a pivotal moment in NBA history. Well, it kind of hints at a shift, maybe, in how we view contenders, and it's a huge historical milestone for the whole franchise.
Okay, let's unpack that. The biggest news, obviously, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are the 2025 NBA champions.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. They beat the Indiana Pacers in a really dramatic Game 7.
Yeah, that was Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. Right there at the Paycom Center in OKC.
Thunder took the series 4-3. Wow, what a finish.
And from a historical angle, this win, it carries so much weight. This is actually the first NBA title for the Oklahoma City Thunder franchise.
Since the move from Seattle, you mean?
Exactly, since they moved in 2008. Now, if you include their time as the Seattle Supersonics,
right.
This is the franchise's second championship overall. The first one was way back 1979.
79 against the Bullets.
That's the one, defeated the Washington Bullets. So this win, it ends a 46-year championship drought for the franchise.
46 years. That's incredible. They got close in 2012, didn't they?
They did, made the finals, but lost. So this is huge.
So for the fans, the people who've stuck with them, this must be just immense.
Oh, absolutely. An emotional release, like you said. But it wasn't sudden.
No, definitely not. It was a process, a long one.
Right. And this championship, it's just, it's total validation, isn't it, for Sam Presti's vision?
The GM, yeah.
Yeah.
That whole long-term drafting and developing thing.
That's exactly. It's patient strategy. People question it sometimes, all those draft picks.
Well, yeah, does it really work in today's NBA?
And this is the proof, I think. It's the discipline, not just getting picks, but waiting for the right guy, passing on maybe faster fixes.
Resisting the urge to make that big splashy trade sometime.
Precisely. It kind of challenges that whole super team model we've seen so much of. And you got to give credit to Coach Mark Daigneault, too.
For sure. His calm leadership, shaving this young group.
Really getting the most out of them tactically.
So the series itself, everyone called it a matchup for the future, right?
Yep.
Two young, dynamic, really exciting teams.
That's a perfect description.
So for someone who maybe just caught the Game 7 highlights, walk us through how we got there. What was the feel of the series before that?
Oh, man, it was an absolute roller coaster. Seriously. Showcased the resilience, the firepower of both sides.
Okay, so Game 1.
Game 1, Pacers snatched it on the road, 116-115, super narrow. Halliburton was great. They grab home court advantage right away.
Oof, tough start for OKC at home.
Yeah, but they punched right back. Game 2, Thunder win pretty convincingly, 108-92. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, just dominant. Series tied.
Okay, 1-1 heading to Indiana.
Right. Game 3, Pacers feed off the home crowd, reclaim the lead, 114-106. Mathurin and Siakam stepped up big time.
So the pressure's back on OKC for Game 4, on the road.
Huge game. And SGA delivers again, vintage clutch performance in the fourth. Thunder win 111-104, series tied 2-2.
Wow. Momentum swings everywhere.
Totally. Then Game 5, back in OKC. Thunder take control, 3-2 lead. They win 120-109. Jalen Williams, huge game for him. Playoff career high, 40 points.
40 points. And wasn't Halliburton struggling a bit then?
Yeah, you could see it. That leg issue was definitely bothering him in Game 5.
Okay, so 3-2 Thunder, heading back to Indiana for Game 6. Elimination game for the Pacers.
And they delivered. Just a gritty, tough performance at home. Mathurin, 28 points, hit some huge shots. They forced some key Thunder turnovers late.
Wow.
Pacers win 107-104. And just like that, winner take all, Game 7.
Incredible resilience from both sides, like you said.
Exactly.
Okay, here we are, Game 7. You mentioned the Paycom Center earlier. I mean, it must have been absolutely deafening.
Oh, it was a cauldron of sound, right from the tip-off. Just a constant roar.
And the game itself, you said it felt different from the earlier ones?
Yeah, completely different vibe, high stakes, nail-biting drama. But it was a grind, a real defensive battle.
Lower scoring than the others.
Definitely. Both teams just locked in defensively. Every single possession felt like a fight. The Thunder's defense especially made things really tough for Indiana's offense, which usually flows so well.
Who stood out defensively for OKC?
Well, Chet Holmgren was huge. His presence inside. It wasn't just the blocks, though he had 5.
Right.
It was how he changed shots, forced guys to rethink driving. He grabbed 12 rebounds, too.
Yeah.
Just controlled the paint.
And on the perimeter?
Lugans, Dort, just tenacious on Halliburton, fighting through screens, denying him space, really made him work for everything.
But the Pacers, they didn't just fold, did they? Even with Halliburton, maybe not 100%.
Not at all. They kept battling. Halliburton, you could see the leg was still an issue, but he still put up 14 points, 9 assists. His shooting wasn't there, but he was directing things.
Who carried the scoring load for them?
Pascal Siakam was big. 25 points, 10 rebounds, that veteran presence they needed. And TJ McConnell off the bench.
Always brings energy.
Always. 15 points, 6 assists, just a spark plug. And the rookie, Benedict Mathurin, added 18 points, showed again why he's got such a bright future.
Man, they really pushed OKC right to the end.
Absolutely to the limit.
So how did the Thunder finally put it away, those last couple of minutes? What were the key plays?
Well, the Pacers cut the lead down to just 4 points. Under 2 minutes left. Felt really tense.
I bet.
But the Thunder responded right away. Crucial little scoring run. Jalen Williams hit this really tough, contested mid-range jumper. That felt big. Pushed the lead back up.
Okay.
And then SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he delivered the dagger, step-back three-pointer right over Halliburton. Less than 40 seconds left.
Wow.
The place just erupted. Absolute frenzy. That basically sealed it. Final score 102-95.
What a moment. And that performance obviously led to some individual hardware, too.
Oh, yeah. The 2025 NBA Finals MVP, overwhelmingly Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Had to be.
His performance through all 7 games was just phenomenal. Really cemented him as, one of the absolute top guys in the league, no question.
What were his numbers like for the series?
It's just staggering. Averaged 34.1 points.
34.
Yeah. 6.7 assists, 5.2 rebounds, 2.1 steals, 1.3 blocks per game. And the efficiency was crazy, too. Over 50% from the field, 90% from the free throw line.
Good grief.
And in that deciding Game 7, he led the Thunder with 33 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, hit the biggest shots.
So beyond the stats, what was it about his performance that stood out? You mentioned his evolution.
It's his calm. Under that kind of pressure, he just never looks rattled. It's remarkable.
Exactly.
And his relentless attack, getting to his spots, drawing fouls. He lives at the free throw line. But the biggest jump, maybe, is his defense.
Becoming a two-way player.
A complete two-way force. He locks guys down now, too. So you add the Finals MVP to his regular season MVP. What a year for him.
Unbelievable season.
Yeah.
But like you said, it wasn't just SGA. This felt like a real team win.
Absolutely.
What does this roster tell us about how the Thunder built this?
It's just a testament to their player development, right? And smart moves. Presti's vision again.
Right.
Besides SGA, you've got Jalen Williams. He emerged as that clear number 2, borderline superstar himself. So efficient.
That 40-point game showed it.
Yeah. Chet Holmgren, the defensive anchor we talked about, but he also spaces the floor. Lou Dort, the elite defender.
Yep.
And even the rookies, like Cason Wallace. Played with poise, defended well. Guys like Isaiah Joe hitting shots, Kenneth Williams doing all the little things.
Everybody knew their role.
Exactly. They executed perfectly. It was a total team effort built around their star.
And let's not forget the Pacers. We got to give them their flowers, too. What an improbable run for them.
Absolutely. Despite the loss, man, they captured a lot of hearts. First trip to the finals in 25 years for them. Since 2000.
Wow, 25 years.
When it's worth remembering, they've actually never won an NBA title in the NBA era. They won back in the ABA days, 70s.
I'm right, the ABA titles. 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, 1970, 72, 73, but never in the NBA. So this run, even ending in a loss, was huge. They blew past expectations.
That offense was something else.
High-octane, resilient, team spirit, all playoffs. Halliburton's leadership, even hurt, was key. Mathurin flashing that star potential.
Siakam's veteran presence, too.
Yes, Siakam providing that steady hand. They really left it all out there. Nothing to hang their heads about.
For sure. So let's zoom out. What does this deep dive really mean for you, the listener? Why should you care about this specific championship beyond just OKC winning?
Well, I think beyond the trophy of this championship, it kind of throws a wrench into the whole league strategy discussion, doesn't it?
How so? The blueprint thing.
Yeah. It forces GMs, owners maybe, to really look hard at the super team model. You know, the quick fixes, the big free agent signings, the massive trades.
Compared to this.
Compared to this patient, internally grown, cost-controlled young core that the Thunder built, can that super team model consistently beat this?
That's a really interesting question.
It could really change how teams think about building rosters over the next, say, 5-10 years.
Okay, but play devil's advocate. What's the counter? Why might this not be the magic formula for everyone?
That's fair. It's not foolproof, right? I mean, OKC hit on an exceptional number of their draft picks. That's hard to replicate consistently.
Luck plays a part, too.
For sure. And they found a generational talent in SGA. Not every rebuild finds that guy who speeds everything up.
Right.
And a super team, in theory, gives you maybe a better shot at immediate success. Plus, they usually have that veteran experience for the pressure moments.
Which OKC, maybe outside of their coaching, still lacks a bit compared to, say, a team full of vets.
Exactly. But the Thunder's way offers that cost control, potentially a much longer window to compete. It shows patience can pay off huge, maybe more sustainably than some super teams.
Fascinating trade-offs.
Yeah.
It really was an incredible journey for Oklahoma City. Historic championship.
From Presti strategy to SGA's heroics, the whole young squad, it's just a great story of patience meeting potential.
And a really compelling look at where the league might be headed.
Yeah, this championship, it really might just redefine what it means to be a contender in today's NBA. And it leaves us with this big question, doesn't it?
Which is?
In a league that seems so focused on assembling stars quickly, can this Thunder model, the patient drafting and developing approach, actually become the dominant path?
The new blueprint for success.
Could it be? For a whole new generation of teams. And if it is, what does that mean for how the game is played and built going forward?
A really great thought to chew on as we head into the offseason. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2025 NBA Finals.
My pleasure.
We hope you got some cool insights, maybe a few aha moments along the way. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.